I'm honored to express my warm welcome to our distinguished guest from the University of Maryland, which is our Dean of the School of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Samuel Graham. So today we have a lot of guests from the University of Maryland to visit our Sinju City and to interact with our universities and also our industry partners. So today we want to have you share some of thoughts from the United States about the latest research finding in mechanical engineering. So first interesting question is that your first time to Taiwan or in Hsinchu?
So this is my first time to Hsinchu.
Wow, okay.
And so I'm very happy to be here today. There are many great things that are happening here in Taiwan, and so we wanted to take the opportunity to come visit to, first of all, let people know about what's happening in Maryland, but then also to build partnerships here in Taiwan. And so that's really important to us.
Sure. So what kind of food do you like in Taiwan?
Oh.
Have you tried maybe mung bean noodles or
So we went to a place in Taiwan where it was a small place and they served beef noodles.
Oh, beef noodles.
Yeah, so we had it twice now.
What nice. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
you like beef noodles a lot.
Yeah.
So have you tried the rice noodles in Hsinchu?
I have not.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Later on, we will send you a very warm gift to
Thank
you,
you.
which is very famous in Hsinchu City.
Okay.
It's rice noodles. Okay. So the first question would be: we know that the traditional manufacturing industries. Actually, we have some new technologies that can be integrated. For example, the artificial intelligence or Internet of Things, and also we have some smart technologies to help manufacturing industry to transform. So, as you are very renowned guest, the researchers. So we want to understand that if you have any latest research findings about how we can use these new technologies to transform the manufacturing industries to make it maybe more valuable or maybe to target into net zero production. So can you share with me some of the latest research findings?
Okay. Well, I think manufacturing is extremely important. Manufacturing allows us to take ideas that we create in engineering, so the innovations that we have, and turn them into real products. And so that's really how it leaves the laboratory with the research that we have in order to make it to the consumer. And so this is all across Taiwan. Obviously, you're very, very the world's leader in producing semiconductors, but this is in general across many areas of manufacturing. We have precision manufacturing, and then we move into areas where the systems are networked. And so we see that here as well as in Taiwan as we see in America. I think what you're seeing now, though, is that in the future, we will move to having edge devices. And what we mean by edge computing is having sensors that are locally placed on machines or on systems so that processing can be done very locally, decisions made locally. And that will give some additional intelligence to what's happening in manufacturing. When you see aspects of human machine or human robot interaction that may occur in assisted manufacturing, it's going to be very important that we have edge devices, local control, and then you can have network systems. So in the future, you're also going to see wireless technology like 6G. So the next variation in advanced communications will be built around the network devices. And so these things will come together to really improve what we can do in manufacturing. And so I think the future of manufacturing and the things that we can build, the efficiency of manufacturing, will be based upon our development of these new technologies.
Yeah, so you will have a lot of big data that you can maybe collect it from those edge devices, and also we can have the cloud computing that can make a lot of different applications to different variety of the industries. So this will be a very, like we can say, evolution of the industry 4.0. And what kind of industries you have experienced the transformation in the United States?
So I think in the United States, what you're seeing is transformations that are occurring in areas like even the traditional manufacturing where you have interactions, let's say with 5-axis machining along with robotics. You're seeing more and more that's coming in additive manufacturing. Because in additive manufacturing, it's not just the control of the shape of the device, but it's the control of the properties. So having sensor technologies that are built in that allow you to control the processing as you're building the part, those are the things that are really transformative right now. And then you have aspects of what you're seeing in chemical processing. There are facts now that you can have in-situ sensors that can actually make local decisions about process control and give you great reduced variability or great process output in terms of chemical manufacturing. And that's very important in areas where you're looking at biotechnology and the development of, say, drugs for healthcare, things like that. And then I think what you're seeing also is in high precision manufacturing with electronics. You see that in that space as well.
So in Hsinchu City, we are also known as the Silicon Valley in Taiwan. So we have a very complete supply chain. So including those technologies you just mentioned, for example, the edge computing or the sensory technologies, and also the machining technologies. Those areas actually also located in our Hsinchu Science Technology Park. So this will be very interesting that we can maybe share your research findings to more industries that's in Hsinchu.
Yes.
I believe that will be useful and fruitful for them.
Yes.
Yeah. So the other question is that we know that the state of Maryland is actually very similar to Hsinchu City, because the state of Maryland actually is the smallest state in the United States if you compare it with the land area. And for Hsinchu City, we are not a very big city, but we also have a very high average educational degree, and also high birth rate and high household income. And also we have the lowest average age of citizens.
Ooh, I would imagine with the high-tech industry, there are a lot of younger people here.
Young engineers.
Young engineers.
Yeah. Actually, we have an average age of citizen 40 years.
40, okay.
Yeah, it's actually
Right.
my age.
Okay, good.
Based on those characteristics of the Hsinchu City, I believe that Maryland also shares the same similar characters.
Yes.
So I believe that two sides maybe we can have more collaborations or potential partnerships or something.
Yes.
So can you picture what kind of potential partnership we can build up, or maybe what kind of futures that this kind of city can go to grow?
Yes. So one of the things I will say is that as you just mentioned about the size of the city, it's not always the size of the city, but it's the talent that you have.
Yeah.
It's the resources that you have. And so obviously here, you are a world leader in terms of high tech, in the engineers and the scientists that you have to push technology forward. I would say in the state of Maryland, again, not a very large population, but again, very, very high tech industry. We're located very, very close to the nation's capital, which has a lot of government agencies, which helps to develop policies and technologies for the nation. So we're second in the U.S. in terms of the spending of federal dollars, or the flow through of federal research dollars, $18 billion a year. And so when you look at places like the National Institutes of Health, you look at the National Science Foundation, the Department of Commerce, which is actually helping to control or helping to implement the CHIPS Act. And so those are things that happen right in the state of Maryland. So I think what you find probably very similar to here is that you get a young, vibrant group of people that want to make a difference, and they're very good at what they do. And so again, world leader here in terms of semiconductor manufacturing, the full supply chain. So it's not just the processing of semiconductors, but everything that goes along with it. And what you find in the state of Maryland, again, there are a number of technologies that are being developed that you find in the US, and we have the complete supply chain in terms of the engineering, the innovation, moving out to companies, but then also the government and the government policy that's behind it helps to drive it for the US.
Yeah, I noticed that the CHIP Act is a very famous example that the government looks at the future trend of the technology development, and then they use the talent and also combine with the universities and also industries all together to make the policies that friendly to all of the development environment. So do you have any experience that maybe joining the CHIP Act plan and also maybe developing the talent program or something?
So what we are doing right now at the University of Maryland is that, which I believe very strongly in, is partnerships. And so we are working with other universities around the United States to help address aspects of the CHIPS Act. And so partnerships with universities that are right in our region, universities that are across the United States, we try to find where can we bring our best talents to help with a larger effort, because the CHIPS Act is larger than one university.
Yeah.
And so this is where it's funding. And the other aspect to this is that it's not just producing and manufacturing the semiconductors, it's the workforce. And so again, combining together with other universities, how do we develop that workforce that is needed? And so I think those are areas when you talk about cooperation, you need workforce here, we need workforce in the US, there's innovations that are needed in both places. And so these are where you look for areas of opportunity to say, how do we bring things like industrial AI to help advance semiconductor manufacturing, but then also how do we educate engineers in terms of how to use industrial AI?
Yeah.
And so there's both sides to this. And so that's where we see a lot of commonality in terms of the way that we approach things at the University of Maryland. Great partnerships helps us to do much bigger things than we can do just by ourselves.
And we also observe that the talent, we can say a pyramid, which is very top researchers with very high-end advanced technology. And we have a lot of talent requests from the industries that needing a lot of people, like for example, maintaining the machines or doing the precision quality check, a lot of workforce that required to the production lines.
Yes.
So those are also talents, but we need different universities or different partnership to help to train them into the really useful workforces. So this is a very good experience that we can learn from the Maryland and also the CHIP Act plan.
Yes.
Yeah. So finally, the final question is that we want to understand if that we can have some collaboration with your city or with your university. For example, in Sinju City, we have National Yangming Jiaotong University and National Tsinghua University just visited.
Yes.
And we have other 3 universities and also research institutes. For example, we have ITRI Research Institute, and also we have the Space Research Institute, all located in Hsinchu. So we believe that there will be a very good opportunity that we can have some interaction from the research side. Yeah. So what's your opinion of that? We can build up some relationship with the research.
Well, it's interesting. You mentioned the universities, and they're all great universities that you mentioned. And so that's why we're here visiting with faculty and the administration of various universities. But also, as we've interacted with industry, we know that we're interacting with the same industry that the universities are. So we're looking for ways, can we bring the partnership together? So that way we can do basic research together, but then also working collaboratively with some of the industry. So if you look at certain companies that are here in Taiwan, that are at the forefront of semiconductor manufacturing, they also have companies or they also have groups that are in the United States.
Yeah.
And so we can work together on various aspects of the challenges that we see for the future. So do I see an opportunity for us to work with universities here in Taiwan? Yes. We have faculty that would be very, very interested in doing so. And so the reason why we're here now is to start some of those dialogues and to meet the leadership so that way we can make plans. And so obviously in terms of partnerships, I can't do all the research. So it will be up to the faculty on both sides to make this work and our students. And so the University of Maryland also has a very robust student travel abroad, study abroad program. And so it's much higher than the average engineering school in the United States. And so we expect to look for opportunities for students to come and visit and have hands-on experience. We do this with a number of countries around the world. And so this will be an opportunity to open doors for students to come experience Taiwan. It's great not just to experience the technical side, but experience the cultural side as well.
Oh, thank you. So very cool program. So we believe that for engineering, especially this area, that which is our Hsinchu City, we have a lot of very good talents, school students, and also industry people. They will be very interested in knowing the new technologies. So this is why we invite Dr. Graham to here for introduce the new technologies to our industry. So we really look forward to your visit and so happy to have you here and wish you enjoy your visit in Taiwan, especially in Hsinchu.
Thank you very much for having us. We really appreciate the hospitality.